Hi guys, my name is Vita. I'm from Ukraine, specially live streaming for you today. And today you've got me all for 2 hours, all for yourself, as always. Today's topic is age gaps between Ukrainian women and Western guys. But before we get started, guys, I would like to show you some short intro video about myself, just for newbies of our channel, that you guys have an idea who I am and what I'm doing here.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts, or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
If we're talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. She will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. And now, guys, if you prefer listening to or reading our live streams, check out, please, our podcast and blog at ukrainedating.ca. And, guys, we are excited to announce our new Brotherhood membership to give you all the tools and help you to be successful on your journey to find a traditional, high-value Eastern European wife. Here is a short video with all details, especially for you.
Do you want a high-value, beautiful traditional woman worthy of your love to create your family? Then listen up. Time is our enemy, and complacency breeds failure. So you must get off Tinder, man, and stop dating those feminazis. You see, to get the life you desire and deserve, you've got to wise up and figure this shit out now, or your dreams, they will simply pass you by. First, you need to know that you've been lied to. That's right, despite what all your American dating experience has shown you, I promise you, high-value traditional women are not extinct. You'll see that with your own eyes when you join today. When you join the Brotherhood now, we're practically handing you your success on a silver platter. You'll discover the who, what, where, and how that you never imagined possible for yourself. Would you agree that for you to conquer what's been impossible for you thus far in life, well, you need some help, some guidance, and most importantly, to all success, mentorship. Well, that's all here for the taking when you join our Brotherhood now. You choose the membership level with the game-changing perks you need most to shortcut your success, saving your money, and more importantly, saving your time. Now, I'm going to ask you for a little favor here. You see, frankly, the problem we've had is those fucking trolls and dick pickers freaking out our live streaming ladies. So we've unfortunately had to make our live chat for members only. So do us both a favor and join up right now. It's less than a bowl of borscht, yet it will help you in spades. Now I'll turn it over to Joseph Ricards to highlight some of the kick-ass perks of each of the 4 different membership levels.
Thanks, Andrew. Okay, level 1, Truth Seekers, is a measly $4 a month. Gets you unlimited live chats and a free lady cam share, so you can ask all your burning questions face to face with our genuine Ukrainian beauties. Level 2, True Believers, gives you 3 free Lady Cam shares, and at each higher level membership you get more and more Lady Cam shares, with unlimited at level 4. Level 3, Borscht Brothers, gives you a shit ton of goodies. You'll get exclusive access to our Brotherhood closed community, free membership to our $75 a month men's group, Lion's Den, where iron sharpens iron. Level 4, Braveheart Brotherhood, at only $100, yet just the bonus perks alone are worth $510. Check it out. You get all the perks from the first 3 levels, plus you get our coveted scam check service. Listen, men, if you are one of these poor bastards paying per letter to communicate with women from Eastern Europe during our age of free communication apps, guys, you need to wake the fuck up and stop simping, because you know you're only being scammed. And after our scam check, you'll finally understand what's really going on. So once and for all, you'll be able to put your mind at ease. Trust me, whether you join at $4 or $100, this is a complete no-brainer. So go ahead, click the join button now and join our brotherhood. Remember, at any level you choose, you can get unlimited live chats every single day and live cam shares with our beauties.
And so, guys, our new membership launch special. 3 lucky members will win an upgrade to our $100 Braveheart level every month until further notice. Draw will be held at noon on the very first Saturday of every month. You must be present to win. And boys, who's gonna help the live streamer to get the party started with a live cam share right at the live stream? You need to do 2 simple security verification steps, and then you can talk face to face. So step number 1, become a member of our brotherhood, which you can do by clicking the join button located at the bottom left of this video. And step number 2, enter the unique Streamyard link for today's live stream into your browser, and that will bring you into the studio back end. Your name you enter in Streamyard must be your exact YouTube name, because that's the only name we have for you from your brotherhood membership. Now, guys, I will give you the link. Also, you can find it in the description below this video. And then you just need to copy paste it or type it into your browser, and you will see your favorite live streamer on camera. Okay, guys, until I will talk about today's topic, which is age difference between Ukrainian women and Western guys. So please think about the questions you would like to ask me. Questions can be for any topic: current events, war, cuisine, character, beautiful mysterious lady, dating tips, red flags. So actually whatever you want to know about Ukraine and our ladies. Okay, so let's get started, guys, our party. And today topic: age gaps between Ukrainian women and Western men. We're gonna discuss personally with you in chat after I give you the information I prepared specially for you. So a relationship between a man and a Ukrainian woman is amazing and multifaceted. And every love story, you should remember about that, is unique. Each couple has their own motives and their own feelings, their own calculations, their passions, and their own family history and templates in their mind. So in Ukraine, women are primarily driven by love and the need for stable relationship, which recently are much more likely with the foreign men than with Ukrainian ones. And in modern society, there are different international couples and families where the age difference reaches up to 20, 30, and sometimes even 40 years, and vice versa. Too little difference of just 1 or 2 years, or even peers. So believe me, in the life of each of these couples, there are both joyful moments and misunderstandings. And it is not surprising that many partners from such unions are concerned about how big or small their age difference is how important it is between a man and a woman. So, of course, a lot depends on whether a Ukrainian woman and a man from Europe are ready to do everything possible to preserve the union. Because in such a tandem, one of them will dominate and someone will make concessions. But the relationship cannot be not influenced, by the difference in the age of the partners, because it must also be taken into account when starting a life together. Indeed, society treats such couples still, especially in Ukraine, with some distrust and sometimes censor. So therefore, some people initially put a taboo on relationships where the difference in the age of the spouses exceeds the norm and deliberately avoid such acquaintances. However, let's analyze all situations in which a man is older than a woman is older than a man and a woman are the same age, and answer the question, what should be the optimal age difference between a Ukrainian woman and Western guy, and actually how important and necessary it is in relationship. So the man is older than the woman, normal standard situation, right? All our lives, we have been told that a man should be older than a woman. This is typical family standard model in Ukraine. This model in which the man is older is classical, and in many cultures, not only here, I believe, there were whole traditions when a young girl was specially given in a marriage to an adult man. In Ukraine, such a model was also practiced and still exists today. This was done so that a man, before starting a family, could work up, get a profession, climb the career ladder, buy a house, and provide a material future for his family. And now this model is quite common, and often the first time a man marries when he reaches the age of 30-35 years, at least in Ukraine. I know that in Western culture, in USA, that can be much, much later. Such marriages are considered the strongest and the most successful because neither the difference in interest between the spouses nor the lack of financial capital interfere with their existence, since men usually already receive a certain material independence by that age, by that time. And despite the fact that families are also popular today, where the husband is older than the Ukrainian wife and by 20, 30, and even 40 years, in society, couples with a difference between partners of no more than 10 years are best perceived. We discussed with you that fact many times. Otherwise, the marriage may be overgrown with prejudice, gossip, and misunderstanding on the part of relatives and colleagues. In addition, married couples with such a difference have more children than other unions. This has been proven by many sociological studies. Indeed, only by the age of 40 men begin to treat their fatherhood consciously, which allows a woman to give birth to not just one, but several children. Couples of the same age or unions with a large age difference often lack either the financial means or the desire to have many children. Despite unsurmountable obstacles, happy marriages where the man is 20 or more years older than the woman exist, although they are quite rare. Someone considers this to be fate and heavenly providence, but one thing is important. This is a relationship in which a man and a woman value spiritual closeness, inner beauty, and are ready to work and improve themselves in order to achieve harmony in their couple. In such marriages, sexual life can be no less bright and passionate than in relationship of the same age. Of course, true love works wonders, and makes miracles, and many Ukrainian women don't regret their choice. That's just such a decision about such an age marriage should be balanced, since a Ukrainian woman must understand what she gains and what she loses thanks to such a union. The woman is older than the man. More rare case, right? But still exists. The relationship model when a woman is older than her man is the most discussed and condemned in many countries, not only in Ukraine. And the still conservative society of Ukraine does not particularly welcome these unions. A young husband is often called gigolo and he's half an old maid. And yet, such a marriage can develop happily. Think for yourself, if the age difference does not exceed 5 years or a little bit more, this is not such a big difference, especially if such a marriage is concluded after 30 years. If a woman is older than a man by 10 years or more, then the chance to build a long-term relationship is significantly reduced. But there are advantages to such a relationship. If an adult Ukrainian woman turns out to be patient and wise, there will be no special problems in marriage because an experienced woman is dominated by a subconscious desire to create and save her family. And to maintain warmth and comfort in the house, a woman will do everything in her, what is in her power, what is in her hands, right? Because she perfectly understands what a young man needs, both in terms of emotional support and in intimate life. That's understandable, obvious. She is easier to relate to the usual domestic troubles and petty quarrels. So a man in such a relationship feels desired and loved, and he needs less effort to make peace with a woman after any conflict. In addition, it is known that it is after 30 years that a woman begins to flourish sexuality. We also mentioned that in our last live streams, which a young husband is quite capable of satisfying. However, such relationships also have their drawbacks, naturally. The age difference makes a woman jealous and suspicious because the fear of aging before her man and seeming uninteresting and non-sexual to him is quite large. Because of this, some wives will seek to control all the movements, all the steps of their spouse, and few men, of course, will like this. In addition, women with a strong character are able to suppress, to dominate, right? The men with their authority and life experience and not give him the opportunity to express himself. The man will feel in the background. Thus, in order for a marriage where the wife is 10 or more years older than her husband to be happy, love alone is not enough. Unfortunately, the love that happens at the beginning of a relationship quickly passes, and then the spouses face a huge number of difficulties, which is the grinding of characters, common actually for any marriage, the testing of domestic difficulties, everyday routine life and problems, issues, right? And the problem of a woman's noticeable aging. Unfortunately, you guys cannot leave nature, and at a certain age, it becomes impossible for a woman to hide the signs of withering, of fading, right? Despite all these, many couples where a woman is older than a man manage to build long-term and harmonious relationship. The main thing that this difference is not more than 5 years, desirably. If people have a common goal, if both of them are passionate about some business or have immense respect for each other, then they certainly have a chance to create a happy family. The next situation, man and woman, peers, same age. So the model of relations where the age difference between a man and a woman is minimized is the most popular model of relationship in modern Ukraine. There are many such alliances today. According to modern statistics, marriages between peers are increasingly every year because young people marry their peers before the age of 20, after school, or during their student years. Of course, this model of marriage has many advantages: common interests, mutual friends, equal life experience, open prospects, and of course, same biological clocks, right? Biorhythms. Such a marriage will become equal because the spouse grow up at the same time and learn all the joys and hardships of adulthood. So the disadvantages include the fact that two similar spouses can simply get bored with each other because over time they will even be able to predict each other's actions, and boredom is not the best companion of family happiness, you know. In addition, the lack of experience of both partners can cause many quarrels and rash conflicts that can destroy the union. For example, let's say uh, not much experience before getting married. So what will make with years? People, both partners, can be curious how it is with another people, maybe better, maybe worse. So this anxiety and interest can bring some misunderstanding, some cheating, even, you know, sometimes just because of curiosity, even to be sure that they finally made the right choice. So these age group marriages can be a little bit specific in this way. Also, in such an alliance, someone has to take on the role of a leader, and very often a woman becomes a leader because you know, guys, that girls getting older much earlier and physically mature much earlier than boys. So, and normally immature and emotional men, of course, won't like it. So, does actually the age difference matter? Perhaps the answer to this question is the age difference between a man and a Ukrainian woman important is more than clear. The difference doesn't matter. As you can see, in each model of relationship with different age differences, there are both positive and negative sides. And therefore, it is impossible to say what in the long run will be the best option. Sometimes spouses of the same age file for divorce a year after the wedding, and a marriage of absolutely unequal age, which by all rights should not be successful, exists for many, many years. So the optimal age difference is a deeply subjective concept, and everyone has their own. The age difference does not matter. Only the relationship itself and joint happiness matter. Harmony and age matching. As you can see, the most important thing in a relationship between two loving people is interaction, mutual respect, and attention to each other's needs and capability to be flexible. In this case, the harmonious development of relationship and their longevity are guaranteed, and harmony implies the absence of conflicts and the ability to prevent them in time. Such wisdom only comes with time. The most important thing is that people fit each other and complement each other in different aspects. Attention and respect for the needs of the other person causes a reverse warm feeling and thus maintains the necessary balance in the couple. Therefore, there is nothing ideal in the world, you know, and there is no certain age correspondence that would guarantee a happy future for a couple. As for public opinion, both a man and a woman from Ukraine or from any other country actually need to decide for themselves whether each of them is ready to experience some discomfort for the sake of a relationship, or it is better for them to find the right and socially approved relationship. Therefore, seek with your heart and don't let prejudices stop your love and true passion. That's all, guys. As for information about this topic, we actually discussed with you last week the age difference, what actually Ukrainian women thinks about older men. So you got information from that too. So actually, biological age, of course, is very important, but that's also up to you, and every case is absolutely individual. So, guys, I see we have a lot of people today. Thanks for coming, for everybody. Hello to everybody. Hopefully everybody has a nice Sunday. Have some coffee with something tasty or maybe some tea. Hopefully nothing stronger at the beginning of Sunday, okay? And enjoy, guys, our conversation, and hopefully you will have a nice time today with us. So, Tracy, you were the first today. Thanks for coming, and thanks for being first, for waking up so early for me. What? Hello. Gregory, доброго дня. Jacob, hello. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. Nice to see all of you. Thanks for coming. Juan, good morning. Vita the Brain and all match guarantee gentlemen. Hi, nice to see you guys. Oh, Rodney, what a nice surprise to see you here, my friend. Hi, Vita, hope you're well. In Sumi, best wishes to you and family from Rodney in UK. Thanks for coming. Thanks for greetings, of course, for nice words. Hopefully you're fine too. And hopefully it's everything fine and stable in UK, okay? Hi, aloha, buenos dias. Tom, hello, good morning. Earth Angel, Vita, and Gentleman of Match Guarantee. Hello, Tom, thanks for coming as well. Tom, finally a wise discussion about age gap. I have always been with much younger women. That depends. That depends, on many factors. That depends on many factors. First of all, if the age difference is too big and the guy is too old, like 20 years difference and more, maybe, that depends how you feel physically, right? How healthy you are, how active you are, and how actually your brains work. So are you on the same page with younger generation? Are you modern? Do you like active life, or you just prefer to stay on the couch in front of TV? And of course, biological reason, yes, because for intimacy, too big age gap when the guy is really has age, I will tell it in this way. You need to be able to satisfy your younger woman who is actually flourishing, so be careful with that. If you're confident in you in all these aspects, then that's fine. And of course, every people are different. Nobody is ideal, and there is never perfect couples. Every couple will have their own issues, sometimes because of the age difference, sometimes because of difference in mentality. But definitely, if people are wise, experienced, ready to change themselves, ready to compromise, not only to listen but to hear their spouse and his or her needs, then I think the age difference doesn't matter so much, because I gave you guys also some examples, even among my friends, when people have more than 20 years difference and they have small young kids, and absolutely no problems, at least because of the age difference, at least. But so that's all up to you. That's all up to you. So, yeah, Tom, means you are young and strong enough to choose younger ladies, right? Tom, all my brothers are here. I got up early today. It is 6 here on Sunday morning. Oh, 6 a.m. I'm sorry, Tom, that I wake you up. Sorry for that. But I appreciate it greatly. I know for Tracy it's very early, for you, Tom, for some other guys probably too. So, Tom, what's with your Russian girlfriend? Did she manage to get her documents to move out of the country? What's there? How is the process going? Guys, oh, I prepared some photos for you today and forget to download them. Oh my God. I made a wonderful pancakes today, and really the photos were cool. I made them specially nice and forget to download. Oh my God. Also, guys, good news about my chickens. Today, specifically, I have full 10 eggs box cartoon, with 10 holes, specially for eggs, complete. So 10 eggs finally at the same time, simultaneously, and 2 eggs were just warm. Tom, if I'm not mistaken, you were planning to buy chicken babies, right? To grow and to have eggs. And I made a special photo for you that you guys really enjoy to see how look real domestic egg, just for you to have an idea to compare. And I forgot to download that. Oh my God. Okay, next time. I'm sorry, because I was in a hurry today. The day was a little bit confused. And actually, yeah, very bad. Tracy, that's the only way I would see 6 a.m. Jacob, 7 a.m. is difficult enough for me. I see, yeah. Too early for you, Tracy. I know. Jacob, for you 8 a.m. is difficult. How you guys wake up then for my live streams? Because my live streams are the earliest for you. And I see, guys, you steadily come to my live streams, same people. And I really love that fact. Okay, I really want to say thanks for everybody, because it's a great support, instead of talking to myself, to the screen, to the camera, to deliver the topic and to think the questions. So really appreciated greatly you being able to wake up and to come to my live streams. Thanks, guys. Brandon, hello. Good morning, everyone. It's 3:25 Monday morning. Oh, from what country you are, Brandon? I guess you are a new person who joined our live stream. So it's so late or too early. I don't know what is better, 3:25 Monday. And probably you have a working day. So how do you feel at night? Brandon, I am in Cromwell waiting to unload. What? Okay. Great. Devil's Advocate. Hi, Vita. What? Yo, Juan, how are you doing? Hi, Jacob. Hello. Thanks for coming, Devil's Advocate. What? Vita, if there is a large age gap between a man and a woman here, with the woman being older, the man is often called boy toy and the woman cowgirl. That's the same here. That's the same. If the woman really is much older than the guy, I mean more than really 3-5 years, yeah, always this couple will provoke a lot of gossips, discussion, judging, sometimes bad ideas that probably the woman has a lot of money and the guy is waiting for heritage, or he just is not able to provide himself, so the woman do that for sex. So yeah, that's the same, I guess, everywhere. Such couples will raise some extra interest, right? Yeah, Tracy, I was thinking the same. Brandon, Australia, New Zealand. Yeah, I was thinking something from there, Brandon, must be, because if it's Monday already and deep night, so I thought like very far from us. Jacob. Vita, when you were describing how older women act towards their men, describes how most women in the USA act all the time in a relationship. I can judge only about Ukrainian women, because the information about Western women I can get only from you guys and from internet. But that won't be objective. I like to be objective. What I really know, from my life experience, from my friends' life experience, from my working experience, so actually, what I have my personal idea about. But Western girls, only you guys can judge how beachy they can be, or how nice they can be. So I'm not sure that if I will talk about behavior of Western women, that would be fair and honest, because I never actually lived in USA or UK, so I don't have much of my personal attitude, because I never knew, actually. I never knew. I have some ladies, familiar ladies from Germany. One really aged lady right now. We got acquainted with her, guys, around maybe 20 years ago. And she had a younger husband. She was very good wife. She was very good wife, German lady, but she was not from younger generation, right? So she's older than me. She was very careful wife, very careful, very interesting lady. I don't remember exactly what age difference between me and her, but I guess more than 10 years, guys. Much more, much more. I was 26. She was, I guess, something around 40. So like 15 years or maybe more, or maybe 20, 15, 20 years we have. But she was absolutely interesting lady, and we had a lot of adventures with her while being alone. I can open you the secret. We even stole lemons, pomegranates, and oranges from big gardens. So we need to get over the fence, fidget trees a little bit, and got some fruits for ourselves. So I was 26 or 27. Yeah, and she was around 40, something like that. So we had really nice time, a little bit like gangsters, gangsters. And then we get back home. We enjoyed this orange juice, freshes, we squeeze those oranges, and that we did like almost every day. That was really nice time, very interesting time. And she was absolutely interesting lady, very active. She was listening to modern music. She never was, tired or like doesn't want to go out. So we actually spent a great time with her, and she was very good as a wife. She was cooking nicely, homemade food constantly. And she also taught me some recipes, some dishes, how to be cooked. So actually, not all Western women are bad, I guess. But at least she was European, like German lady. But we were really good friends. Maybe last 1 or 2 years we didn't contact much. But I know she got married again in Germany with the guy. So not everything is so bad with Western women, I can suspect. New Zealand, Brandon. Okay, you are from New Zealand. Ooh, very far. Very, very far. Devil's advocate. Getting there, had a physical rapport. I guess not report, rapport. Rapport was not good. So I'm reconsidering a partner if the physical aspects are not viable. Yeah, of course, definitely. That's a necessary part of the family. So need to be careful about that. Brandon, we have an egg shortage here in New Zealand. Why? It's a deficit of chickens or difficult to grow them due to climate, or why? Or not popular? Or not popular? Jacob, Vita, very naughty behavior from you again. I wonder if we will go one stream without you being naughty. Why I'm naughty? I'm absolutely I keep myself in frames of culture, manner, and good behavior. What specifically naughty I mentioned today, Jacob? You are trying to read between lines, I guess. I guess your fantasy works much better. So you think more, you think something extra or additional, maybe trying to find some naughty hints in my words. Bad boy, absolutely. Tracy, yeah, all right, Chad. You go, boy, motivate those hands. Yeah. Really great. We just talked with you yesterday, guys, that he's probably not mature physically still because he's not even wake me up at night, not making this cuckoo. I know then they start this producing these sounds, then it means they like already like ready boy physically, but still silence. So I'm waiting for that, or maybe he's just too polite, decide not to wake me up. I don't know still, but yeah, situation with eggs much better. I don't know if that victory of Chad, or just the daylight is longer and much more fresh air and warmer temperatures. But I start to get results. That is very pleasant. When I opened today this cartoon box and they see full 10 eggs. Great. I was very happy. Tom, Vita, thanks for remembering. My girlfriend has her documents and now trying to sell her apartment. We are worried that if they declare war, it will close the borders. Ooh, trying to sell the apartment. She's from St. Petersburg, or I'm sorry, I forgot from where she's exactly. That can take a lot of time. I would recommend you, Tom, I would recommend you to find some trustworthy person, maybe among relatives, maybe some lawyer even, to pay maybe some extra commission, to give a power of attorney for that person, to agree on the price. The person anyway will contact before deal if the person will find the customer for buying that apartment. And she needs to go now. I think, because selling apartment, I have a Russian friend. By the way, guys, today she called me. It was really a surprising call. She said, I need to talk to you just 1 minute. And she was taken by police yesterday. Listen, guys, real story, real experience. So she actually went yesterday with her kids from suburban area where she moved, because she finally bought the house. And she went to the city, to Irkutsk, by train. And she's very interesting, very intelligent woman, highly developed, with a high level of intellect. And though she tries to give as much as she can to her kids, so she developed kids as much as she can. Kids attend musical classes, sport classes. She constantly brings them to different museums, theaters, operas. She teaches them different foreign languages, including like they try to study now English, Japanese, and German language. And she was talking in the train to her kids, and they were practicing German language. And listen what happened. When she finally came to the city, at the railway station, the group of policemen were waiting for her specially there, and they caught her. They actually came with kids to the city to attend some cultural establishments, like, as I said, opera and some museum. And instead of those places, she spent many hours in police department. Can you imagine, guys? This is real story, not from Telegram, not from Google, not from internet or, propaganda publics. So a real story. So she called me just for 1 minute and she said, delete absolutely everything from our chats on all messengers. She said, please don't send me anything about war, Ukraine, propagandistic mottos which we used to exchange. She said, delete, clear everything and don't send me anything. We just talk about the weather, flowers, kids, animals, health issues, maybe exchange some recipes and photos of dish. That's it. So that's a real story. So what I wanted to tell in regard, Tom, to your situation, actually, she has a very nice apartment, very big apartment in a good modern district of the city, good floor, absolutely perfect renovation, good furniture. So modern, nice, big apartment. So Tom, she has been selling this apartment since August or July, if I'm not mistaken. And she managed to sell it just before New Year, maybe a couple of days before New Year. So count August, September, October, November, December, half a year, though she has a very good apartment. First of all, the economical situation is much worse. So people try to get as cheaper as they can. At the same time, the owner wants to get as much as can because invested before in that, right? And a lot of people move out of the country, try to move anyway. Of course, still a lot there, but the process of selling apartment can be really long and tiresome right now, and can be too late. And there is no guarantee she will sell it in 1 month, even or 2 months. So try to think about the option I offer you, some trustworthy person, really, but the contract agreement between them must be formed absolutely legally with a notar, with a lawyer, with all nuances, that no surprises at the end of the day. Some additional commission as a bonus for service, for showing apartment, for dealing with customers. Of course, that will take some extra money from the amount when apartment will be sold. And then somehow she needs to move. So I think that's the best. And maybe to put those money on some specific bank account, because anyway, she won't be able to bring that amount of dollars or euros across the border without any penalties or declaration and paying some taxes. So I guess it's better to open some maybe international account to put that money there, and then she can get some cash, I guess, being with you in your country, maybe losing something on commission or on the exchange rate, but anyway, it will be safer and better. I guess that's my opinion. Rodney, those chickens don't know how lucky they are. Your husband would have had them in the oven months ago. Yeah, definitely. Yes, awesome news, Vita. Can now have eggs for breakfast. Yeah. That I'm really happy. It's always pleasant, when the normal natural process goes, because you invest in them and of course you want some feedback. And it's pleasant. It's warm eggs, you know how you feed, with what you feed, so what actually you're gonna eat. Brendan, I wake up at 8 p.m. And start work around 9 p.m. in New Zealand, Vita. So you have a night shift. So what's your job? Night shifts, I guess, the most difficult and the most harmful for health. It's even if you get used to that, it's really difficult. I know how it is because I used to work night shifts for few years. That really can influence your health, so I guess that's difficult. Devils, Juan Antonio, this is why I am not on live stream so much. You can always, there is no obligations, no necessity. You can always join our live streams just to have a nice time, because you see, we discuss with guys here absolutely opposite and absolutely different topics, starting from sex and ending with chickens and how to get as much eggs as you can. So actually, you're welcome just to have a nice time if you have desire and possibility, of course. What? The woman has a lot of money and the man waiting for the heritage, like that 19-year-old man that got engaged to the 80-plus-year-old billionaire. It's some kind of that. Yeah, I will give you a story from my city, from Sumy. So when I was younger, I have been working as a shop assistant in a nice brandy perfume shop. It was probably one of the first and the best markets with the best choice of really French perfumes. And I was really good because I have a very sensitive, nose. So I can distinguish different smells even in the crowd of people. And I have a little bit like specific memory for smells. So if I communicate with a person, it doesn't matter, boyfriend or friend or some familiar people, and I know their specific smell, being in the crowd, in the marketplace, when hundreds of people around you, I can distinguish the smell and I can remember whose smell it is. Really, since I was young girl, like a child, going in elevator up to my apartment, by the smell in elevator, sometimes I really could distinguish from what apartment people were going in this elevator before me, because as we were children, we used to attend each other much, and when you stay in somebody's apartment, every apartment has its own specific smell. I'm not meaning bad smell, okay? So in some apartment, cooking much, some apartment has cats, some dogs, in some people like to use perfumes, in some use some specific detergents, and some stuff for washing. So every apartment and every person has, of course, not only smell, which they use as a perfume, but their own. And being in elevator, can you imagine? I could understand who was going in elevator before me. So I was really good at that. And at that time, we had some big woman, I would say big woman in the city. She was the daughter of the governor of the city, okay? She wasn't absolutely nice physically. So she was really big, not only by social position, but even by her physical attractiveness. She was really big, tall, red face, red hairs, but she was absolutely rich, and absolutely not a decent person. She had a husband who was much younger than her. And that husband, he didn't work absolutely because he didn't have to. So the attitude between them, the relationship between them, that was awful. So this lady used to buy and liked to buy perfumes only from me because I could give a very good, like professional advice, offering some new smells. And so once they came and she was trying to choose a perfume for her, and he was like a puppy standing behind her, constantly making this movement. So he got her sleeve and I don't know how to say it in English, like like kids make, mom. And he was constantly whining, buy me a perfume, buy me a perfume, buy me a perfume. He probably repeated that more than 20 times. And she was silent, like a mountain, and trying to choose perfume for her. Like she used to buy big bottles, not like small milliliters, but big one, expensive one. And the guy was whining and almost crying, like, buy at least the small one, at least the tester, at least. And she was saying, like, off. You understand what I mean? Like, go out, leave me alone. I bought you last week. And she was like, buy me, buy me, buy me. That's, but she wasn't 80. She wasn't 80. She was, I guess, at that time around maybe 40, 42, 43, something like that. And he was 30 plus, maybe 35, something, much younger. He was taking care of him. Fashionable clothes, trendy, brandy. She was also, but she wasn't nice. Absolutely. So, yeah, and he was probably waiting for heritage, though she wasn't 80 and he wasn't 19. So a lot of such couples, even here, you can see. Yeah. But of course, everybody talking about them. Yeah, that's definitely. Everybody understand what's wrong with that couple. Devil's advocate Vita, a lot of current dating and relationships are money asset driven. A lot, but not all. Far from. Among my friends, I have a lot of friends. Among my friends, I don't have ladies who definitely will get into relationship because of money, even with the foreign guy. I will tell you even more. I have some really nice young ladies among my friends, like 30 plus, okay, in their best age. Sometimes they are even single mothers, and it was situations few time when I really ask them, do you like girls? I will get acquainted you with some foreign guy. Some of my friends, let's say, okay, and almost all of them refused. Some refused because they don't know English. Some refused because they are not driven by money, as you say. Some refused because they don't want to leave motherland. Some refused because they afraid, maybe not knowing the mentality of foreign guys, never having experience. But not all, of course. Some girls knowing my specification of my jobs, some called and asked, maybe you have someone. But that's not necessary. That's not necessary. I know a lot of girls who never ever will start relationship because of money, and even specifically with the foreign guys, because they just don't want such kind of relationship. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys, and I always have been telling that not all Ukrainian women are decent and honest. That's for sure. That's for sure. And I have my own idea, about the girls from a desperate regions of Ukraine, like Lugansk, Donetsk. I don't want to say that there are no good people, but I personally, God forgive me, I don't trust that group of people at all. At all. So I'm sorry that you guys, some of you, I believe, had a very bad experience. I'm sorry for that. But still exist absolutely good, normal, awesome women, and they're not as rare as pink diamonds. It's a quite often case here, and some women really would like to go abroad to find foreign husband, because they think foreign guys can be better husbands than Ukrainian guys. Very interesting statistic, guys. Today I read about ideal image of a wife of a Ukrainian man. Very interesting. So what was mentioned between majority of Ukrainian men? So what kind of wife they want to have next to them? So I don't want to lie, but kind of, if you give me, no, I delete that. So about like 70% of guy preferred the woman to be silent. Not to be silent, not to talk, but not to be loud, not to be noisy, and not to, not to mess up. So silent women. Some mentioned that the woman changed diapers. I don't know why this conclusion came from. Most of them, of course, told cook well, clean the house, and earn a little. Earn a little. That is very, very, very good indicator, very obvious indicator. And there was a comparison between foreign guys and Ukrainian guys. Like they say, foreign guys can motivate and support their ladies, their women in their building up the career much more than Ukrainian guys. Foreign guys are not so jealousy in this way. So they give much more freedom in a good way, guys. Freedom. Freedom means for self-developing, for career building. And actually, because foreign guys like more, as far as I understood, more equal partner. So both working, both earning, sharing bills, that's why. Ukrainian guys still in their deep mentality, they prefer women to stay at home, because most of them think if the woman is working and she's good, she's well working, and she's self-developing and can get higher position, Ukrainian men can be jealousy about that. They start to feel depressed, suppressed, dominated by a lady. So Ukrainian men had a lot of complexes regarding that. And most of them prefer lady really to stay at home, to cook borщ, to clean the house, and to grow up kids. And desirably shut up. And of course, a sexual relationship was mentioned, that the wife never should reject sex, never, no matter what. So you can see the scale of values which actually Ukrainian men put in the wish list as for women as their priorities. Cleaning, cooking, sex, growing kids, staying at home, and not trying to get higher than the husband. Because if the woman get a little bit higher in any sphere, financial, career, no matter. So men here start to feel not invalid, but deformative or something like that, that's the very big disadvantage of Ukrainian guys. So some ladies really think that foreign men will be much better husband, even in this way. Because a really working lady who can earn a lot or well here, they will, of course, not cooking so much, not cleaning so much, and the husband definitely will bring in her life some complexes, like, you're a bad wife. And the woman maybe one day will come to the moment, to the point when she need to choose either work or family. So sometimes that happens too. I had that in my life experience too, by the way, when guys couldn't develop their career, but I was successful. I was really successful. I traveled a lot. I had a lot of connections. I could solve problems. I could decide something, and guys really were offended by that. It doesn't mean they didn't love me, but I made them upset. So that's the disadvantage of Ukrainian guys. So, Devils, getting back to the point of your comment, I can't agree that all ladies are driven by money or asset. So still, I wish you good luck and to find your beloved. Guys, Juan, I see your comment with the sad face, what, and your comment with the sad face referring to devil's advocate. I understand something wrong, something bad happened. Maybe I got the comment wrong or something. If yes, I'm sorry. Can happen. Juan, devil's advocate, yes, men have to show they are capable providers and protectors, security, before a woman will even consider him for a long-term relationship. Yeah, but still, again and again and again, guys, reading posts on Facebook, on a special group for psychologists of Ukraine, every day, few times a day, I come across with the articles or posts of ladies, Ukrainian ladies, who keep living with abusers, with non-providers, with alcoholics. They can't stop this relationship. They have mentality of victims. They're very sorry for their invalid husbands. I can understand the bad period in life of everybody. That can be. The person can lose job, can have some health issues, some obstacles, some real reasons. That doesn't mean. But I'm talking about lazy, invalid men. And unfortunately, from one side, I'm very sorry for these ladies, and I'm sorry that a lot of Ukrainian ladies has this poor mentality, I don't know, to keep living with the people who don't deserve that, and not worth that. But at the same time, that proves me once again that a lot of Ukrainian women are not driven by money to live with men. So from one side, of course, that's very bad a reason, but from another, I understand that still in most Ukrainian women, mercy, pitiness, empathy, sympathy, trying to be understanding, still priorities in their characters, because they are self-providers, they are family providers, and they still live with men, and they are sorry for them. They can't leave them because they know that these men will be abandoned and won't provide themselves probably. So mercy and kind-heartedness, still priority in majority of Ukrainian women. I believe in that. As I said, even among my friends, I don't have such scammers or ladies who called me probably and asked, can you get acquainted me with some rich foreign guy, because they know I'm dealing with foreigners all my life. So I never got some calls or some request from my friend. As a clients, as a customers, girls, yeah, I had a lot. But from the people with whom I personally communicate and have some relationship, friendly relationship, never. So don't give up, guys. Don't leave your hope. Tom, Western women have been poisoned by internet and TikTok. Oh, TikTok, yeah. Now men are being poisoned and by anti-fem forums. Uh-huh. It is the media. I know many great women, so don't believe this bullshit on internet is true. Yeah, actually, TikTok in Ukraine, they said they want to limit that for kids who is under 18 years old for just 1 hour a day. And after they need to insert some security code. I don't know, but as for me, I don't have TikTok, don't like it at all. As for Instagram, I just follow my elder daughter for some security reasons, to see her posts, to see with whom she is communicating. Not controlling too much, but still. Actually, yeah, TikTok is actually, I don't think it's a good thing, TikTok. Absolutely. For stupidity. To degrade the younger generation mentally, physically, intellectually, Yeah. Brandon, change laws regarding battery hens. What means battery hens? And free range hens eggs? No more battery eggs. What does it mean, battery eggs? Sorry, guys, I don't understand. Who can explain me what means battery eggs and battery hens? Ah, Jacob, Vita, you were naughty for not downloading the pictures to show us. Yeah, okay. If that is a naughtiness for you, okay, let me be naughty. Okay, good. Tom, Jacob, you are right, bro. I can see a naughty girl in her eyes and body language, lol. Yeah, smart people always will notice that. Even if I look cold, sometimes people say I'm naughty. I don't know how they can distinguish. But you guys teasing Vita. Vita can tease by herself, My friends know I can be really teasing. I like to be teased. That's fine. My cat, he's asking, such a nice face. He's mewing in the windowsill and asking me, let me in, let me in. You are the bad owner. It's so cold and windy outside. He was shouting on my windowsill all the night long until I was just irritated, got up, opened the curtain and waved the hand for him, and he knows this movement. He knows that means go to the door. And so I have to wake up a few times at night to let him in and out. That makes me crazy. I really never sleep enough, like full night, like without breaking up. That's horrible. Juan, look at Vita. She's showing you what a innocent she is. Vita is a pristine angel. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Funny, guys, really. Devil's advocate, Juan Antonio, they are not caring for the creation and stability of a family. They are hunting for personal luxuries and a lavish lifestyle. This is why I was looking for Slavic or Baltic partner. yeah, so I mean, in Ukraine still you can find a lot of really good ladies who will not waste your money, who will make your budget running correctly, who can even make economy like I would do. I would do. I had a small fight today with my younger daughter. She makes some pretensions, some comments, something, and I said, if I do as a real woman should do, you guys, the rest members of the family, probably would eat only potatoes and domestic eggs and nothing more. Because if I start buying the things I really have to buy as a woman, and for that quality I really would like, what cost much, or maybe not much, but more than I used to spend. So I said, you guys will be very poor and I will be sorry for you. So then she kept silence, because really I listed some things what real women have to do, and then she realized that she wasn't correct in those comments. She wasn't happy with the food or something. She said like, yesterday we fried that fish, chimera, right? Probably the right name. I also made a photo of that fish. For me, was good, but quite fat. The skin is even sticky. So I guess a lot of collagen in it. Absolutely white fish, absolutely zero bones, and the central bone is not even bone. A kind of, I don't remember this word in English. Sorry, white stuff. Not bone, soft one, which is full of collagen. So you guys will understand what I mean. And she said, "Foo, like I don't like this fish. It has some strange taste or something." I say, "You guys start to be capricious during the wartime, when some people don't have food at all. You should be happy with what you have." But she said, "Foo." And the eldest said, "Foo, never buy this fish once again," something like that. So I said, okay, until we finish this fish with husband for next 2-3 days, probably you guys gonna starve. You will eat just potato without anything like meat or fish in addition. So yeah, that was funny. So not all Ukrainian women will do that. Some probably will tell even that you are wasting time, and will try to make family budget tighter, and to make economy where it's possible. Not all, of course, but wise women will do that, and I know a lot of girls who behave like that. So Jacob. Vita is trying to play it off like she isn't naughty, but we all know the truth. Finally, you opened the secret, Jacob. Finally. Yeah. On public, I have to be, of course, good girl, good woman. But yeah, you opened my trump card. Tom, Vita, thanks. My girlfriend lives in Chelyabinsk. Okay. My girlfriend lives in Irkutsk. It's almost the same region, so I guess will be quite a long time to sell apartment now. We know money talks and bribes may be needed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tom, thank you, Vita. I told her to abandon her apartment. We don't need the money. She can give it as a rent. Why not? That's a very good option. If you think so, you take her for always, or I think even she will feel much more secure, just in case. Why not to give it as a rent? Very good idea. And they should send her money on some special bank account. like PayPal or something, I don't know. And actually, that's a very good choice. In case something goes wrong between you and her, in case, everything is possible. You never know, no guarantee. She always will have place to get back. And when the situation will come down, when the war will be over and the general situation will be better, so she always can get back there, sell it normally, and get back to you again. So think about that option too. And in this way, she will earn money, and apartment is still exist, just in case. So good variant, I guess. Chelyabinsk, Tracy. Chelyabinsk, it's a north of Russia. It's called Chelyabinsk, Khabarovsk. It's closer to Japan, I guess, right? That area. Brandon, line haul truck driver. I see. Yeah, Tom, 13 hours time difference. I guess it's a little bit difficult for you to communicate in the right time. The girl, my friend in Irkutsk, we had 5 hours difference. Even then, that's issue, but we used to. I know when she sleep and I don't have to. I it's not like I can't text her. I actually can text her even at 3 a.m. If she's not sleeping or wake up for bathroom or drink some water, she will always answer. But yeah, we manage the schedule of communication. We know when it's morning or night for each other. But 13 hours, it's different. It's difficult, yeah. Renee. Every time I have asked a Ukrainian lady about age gap, they always say the same thing. It is not a problem. Age is a number. Are these just talking points? No matter how much I will talk about this and some other topics as well, there always will be specific individual situations. When I was younger, let's say 20, 25 years old, for me, 20 years age gap was inappropriate. So I never thought even it is possible for me to have a man 20 years older than me. But I never say never that somewhere in the world exists the guy 20 years older who will win my heart, and we're gonna have great chemistry, and I won't fall in love and decide to connect my life with him. So some stereotypes, of course, people have in their minds. I cannot say that it doesn't matter, but for some people that really doesn't matter. The main is attitude and, of course, physical attractiveness. So you should be attractive for her. Doesn't matter if you are even 100 years older than her, but she must want you. You must turn her on. You must be exciting for her. She must like you physically. She mustn't be shy walking with you along the street or presenting you to her friends, to her family, right? That people don't say like, oh my God, what is this couple? Look at them, So if she's proud of you and you attract her physically, then really age doesn't matter, really. That's all the numbers. Some people have these templates and probably will try to avoid relationship with such big age difference, right? But you never know. Life, it's chance, 1 minute chance. It's a destiny. It's a fate. You never know when you and where and how you will meet your half. Sometimes situations can be so ridiculous and unpredictable. So the age difference between you and my husband is 10 years. If some of you don't know and you're curious about that, 10 years, absolutely fine so far. so far. What will be in the future, we don't know, of course, but I guess that won't be a problem. But actually, he was a student of my mom. We were students, pupils in the same school, but I was in the first form and he was in the 10th form. So I just started school and he graduated school. And my mom was his English teacher for many years. Can you imagine his surprise when I first brought him home and he saw my mom? Oh my God, shock. Because he wasn't the best student and he wasn't studying English well. And my mom, when she was a teacher, she was very young. She was very young. She was after university, she was maybe like 21, 22, 23. And my mom was absolutely, and not only was she is still in her age, a beautiful woman, absolutely. She was considered one of the most beautiful cities of ladies of Sumy. So I never met a man when she was younger who could stay indifferent to her. So, of course, when the guys at the 10th or 11th form finishing school, they are 17 years old, flourishing, getting mature, full of emotions. And the lady with a perfect body, very nice looking, just 5 years older. Of course, they were looking at her with some, naughty sights. So, and all of them remember my mom, how nice she was, So, can you imagine the situation when he saw that she was my mom? And that is really strange. Sometimes you never know. Life is full of surprises. Life is full of miracles and fairy tales. Just give the free space for these miracles and fairy tales. Believe in them. Though I know, guys, I am also very pragmatic and sometimes even cynic person. Cynic. I'm not romantic, but I'm very sensible and touchy for other things. But as for romantic, I'm a little bit indifferent. So, candles and roses on the bed are not my dream, far from that. But I'm different. Some girls will prefer nights like that. So age, it's a very individual, and it's a matter, I believe, it's a matter of case, matter of occasion, of accident, of some happy coincidence even, Here is my answer about the age gap. Brandon, good night. Have a good day tomorrow. Good night for you. Thanks for coming. Join us next time. Oh, Gregory, wow, some of these messages shows very little respect. I'm out of here. Everyone, enjoy your day. What messages you're talking about, guys? I missed some or what? Gregory, why you got offended? What happened? We are making jokes. Nothing bad was told, I guess, or at least I missed something. Tracy, some women aren't trustworthy. I am shocked. Wait, is my sarcasm showing again? Yeah, of course. Some women, of course, are not trustworthy, Tracy. And I guess you know that better than me. Yeah, unfortunately. Not only men, but women also can be not trustworthy. So you must be careful. Yeah. Tom, Juan, we need to be able to support a woman from abroad. Why would she leave her country, friends, and family to come here and have the same shit? Absolutely agree with this statement, Tom. Absolutely, absolutely. Because in most cases, women, of course, they are leaving everything. And even if we talk about USA, we mentioned that USA is very far from Ukraine, and it's very expensive and full of issues to travel from America to Ukraine or to Russia, no matter. So it's all the same, far and difficult. So of course, making such a decision, a woman wants to feel secure, you know, fully provided. We're talking about normal things, yeah, fully provided, and she mustn't be, mm, she mustn't think, what if something happened, what I will do. Probably I will be abandoned alone in the foreign country, not knowing even a language, not having friends, not having people who can support and give even accommodation. uh, yeah, so it can be difficult, but Tom, I absolutely agree with you in this way. Yeah, because really, we are talking about a healthy definition of money, of financial support, right? Not like diamond rings and everything. But she really needs to feel secure, and she must be sure, confident. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Juan, Vita, I'm not complaining about a man's requirement to prove he is a capable provider, protector. It is natural. Men must rise to the occasion. Yeah. No, I mean, you told absolutely correct. That's from the history, guys. Man is a provider, woman is a housekeeper, but now, of course, rules being changed, and it's also difficult for men to be the only one to provide the family, because circumstances like this, world is like this now. So it's really good if you can earn really enough that your wife, your girlfriend can stay at home and just being busy with kids and her hobbies, and that's fine. But I don't see anything bad if the woman can work, can earn, and can bring her share of budget to the family. That's absolutely normal. Yeah, but you're correct. Man is a man. Man is a man. We know what man means, right? Bone marrow, Juan. Uh, yeah, it's kind of bone, but kind of soft, kind of soft. No, not this one. One second. It's full of collagen, very useful, I know, for dogs. Also, no, cartilage, guys. Cartilage. Cartilage, or the right word?
Cartilage.
Cartilage. Cartilage. Or gristle. Or gristle, guys. That was we're talking were in the fish, right? The central bone. Yeah, it was really soft. Even I could eat it, but I gave to cats and dogs. But yeah, good. Yeah, cartilage, Vita. Yeah, Trace. Exactly. Yeah, cartilage. I will learn this word. Yeah. Devil's advocate, Vita. It seems that the men in Ukraine are spoiled with options of beautiful young women. We also mentioned that a few days ago, that women are replaced if she's not a good wife. Absolutely correct. To accept the man's demands. Absolutely 100% true. So they look abroad. Yes, yes. We are being taught since childhood. Even my father kept telling me, you will be bad wife, you will be bad wife, and nobody will marry you, or if somebody will marry but will soon divorce with you because you will be bad housekeeper. Thanks God, my father's predictions didn't happen, and I'm happily married, and the reason of my first divorce was far from my being bad housekeeper or something, but you're absolutely right. Ukrainian men, they had two big choice, two luxury choice, because most, not all, but majority of Ukrainian women, they look nice. At least some are really beautiful, some are just nice. Some have more simple, more ordinary appearance, but they can attract still men, so and all of us being told since childhood, learn to cook, learn to sew, learn to make a budget, to plan the budget, be able to earn, because you should be good wife. If not, then he will abandon you, he will leave you, he will find another one. And ladies constantly, some ladies constantly afraid of getting older, when their face start to show some signs of fading, and some really afraid to reject intimacy when they are sick, or really have a headache, or really tired, or had just a bad mood, or just feel offended by the husband, because sometimes guys can come during the night a little bit or not little bit drunk and want something from the wife who is normally sleeping, tired after day. And of course, nobody want to have intimacy in such conditions. But that would be considered to be a bad wife. So if you say no, woman can be accused in being cold, frigid, not sensitive, not emotional, probably has some sexual issues. Something is wrong with you. And these things make kind of templates in the minds of Ukrainian ladies. So they should be perfect in everything. They should wake up and make makeup, you shouldn't see them in all this when they're dyeing hairs. They should look nice, they should look young, they should be perfect lovers, perfect cookers. So everything, because the man, he has such a choice. And for divorced men, it's absolutely not a problem to get married again in Ukraine. Absolutely. So I know a lot of my friends who got married second time, even third time. So no problem for men. They really had a choice. I can tell you. My friend's husband, he got retired in summer, in August, I guess. He's not old, he's under 50, around 48 something. But because of his profession, he got retired already. And like half a year, he was staying at home. So actually, they both were dreaming when he will be retired, because he will sleep enough, no hurry, he will get his pension, no stress anymore, because at night he could be waking up and sent to another city. So finally, after 6 months, she really got bored of him staying at home and doing anything. And he used to sleep till 9, till 10, till 11, when she's waking up at 6, making breakfast, cleaning, walking up dogs, going shopping, uh, making washing, preparing breakfast. So until he wakes up, everything is done at home. And she's like almost tired, when I hear how much she used to do from 6 a.m. So that's craziness, like a robot. So she started to get tired of him, and she started to push him out of the house, to find a new job. And finally he found the job. But almost there works mostly women. And now she had another trouble. At the same time, it's a very good job, very close to the house, just maybe 5 minutes walking. Absolutely good working day schedule, good salary, very good salary. So now they will have like double budget, his retirement plus his salary. But she is very nervous that there are a lot of women. Though the guy never showed or demonstrated some interest to another woman, but still she is very nervous about that. And she I will open you the secret. She even found the familiar lady in that company who can, look after him. But I say, be careful, maybe this lady will use him and will tell you everything is fine. He's not looking at other girls. So that's the problem. Always Ukrainian women will be jealousy because we don't trust Ukrainian men. We used to be cheated. So that's the issue. So that's why we have this idea that foreign guys, if they really found good lady, worthy lady, and everything is fine in family, the guy won't cheat and will spend all the time with family and give all his attention to the only woman. So Tom, I think my girlfriend should sign it over to her mom and rent it out. You decide to whom you mean to re-register it? To re-register? Better not. Better just to rent it out because you never know. So guys, we have 20 minutes with you. Jacob, Tom Ramsey, I know the difficulty of such a big time difference for communication. I was talking to a lady from Blagoveshchensk before, and she was 14 hours ahead of me. Oh yeah, when you have to sleep, she's working, right? So difficult really to find time for good and qualified communication. Yeah, but still, I believe people who want, they will find the chance and possibility. But what? I guess living in Europe has its advantages. Oh, of course, for sure. Nobody said no. Renee. Juan Antonio, emasculated. My best friend's wife earns twice as much as he does. She treats him like trash. I am beginning to see this more and more. This is really bad. This is really bad because, but let's be objective, guys. Let's be objective about also such situation when the woman is earning much. Why it's happening? Because the lady had better education, or she's more progressive, or she's more aggressive, or she's more willing for self-developing, or she's more effective. So this story, I don't want to offend anybody right now, but this story can have two sides. One side, the guy just satisfied. The guy just satisfied with some ordinary job or with a very low salary, because it's enough for him. And he is not looking for growth, for future perspectives, for better life conditions. That was the same situation with my ex-husband, actually. In the summer, he could earn really good money. In the winter, he couldn't earn or didn't work because the salary was much lower than during the summer. And he preferred not to work instead of earning at least something. And that made me really furious. No matter how much you earn, but something is better than nothing. We all understand that winter, it's not the season for his profession, and but you still need to pay rent, to feed kids, to buy food. So everything must be done. But such type of people prefer to get credit, to stop working in winter, to make absolutely huge loans and credits, then in the spring start working again and start even earning good money, starting to pay and to close all those credits. I cannot understand that. For me, that was really inappropriate. I say, okay, so go and try to get at least any job, at least some money, which will be enough at least for rent an apartment or for food, for something. I don't understand how people can not work, just to stay at home. And actually, I earned more then because I was working the whole year and I was trying and I was overworking, and I was trying to get any possibility to work. Not because I like, but I understand that the family needs money. That's the problem, And I am more communicative, more smart, if you want even to this word, more efficient and more effective. But that never means that I was dominating or pressuring him. But of course, I asked him to go and to find at least some job instead of laying on the couch. So we don't know the situation with your friend. Probably, the wife of your friend is really bitchy. We don't know why it's happening that she is working better than him or at better position or earning much. But at the same time, I in my family is different. In my family is different. I believe that every person makes for family the best what he or she can. And what is the best you can do, you should do that. If you can work better than your partner, then you work and you earn. If this person can do another things better, so let him do what he can, what can be the best. Because finally, the goal of the family is mutual goal, the happiness of the family. So I cannot understand why people start to dominate or to argue or to suppress another partner because of earning less or much. But that also we need to know reasons. Why? Because he is lazy or just not enough education or some obstacles. Probably there is no job. Like in Sumy right now, 70% of working people here in Sumy lost their job during the war. So sometimes you just want, but you can't. And this mentality that the person after 35, after 40, 45, 50, it's impossible to find here job sometime. So we need to know reason. This story can have two sides, one side is okay, one side is not okay. Absolutely. Juan, I absolutely agree with you. He has two choices, divorce or up his money making game. I don't know a third. Yeah, so if there is a disrespect in the family, finally, and nothing can be done with that, why people should stay together then, treating and torturing each other? Tracy, so mom's is a heartbreaker, so that's where your naughtiness comes from, Vita. My mom, yeah, she was absolute heartbreaker. Absolute. The combination, rare combination, I would say, of a total physical attractiveness and with absolutely high intellect and being an interesting, exciting person. Absolutely. Yeah, so I remember all my childhood. If we go by taxi drivers asking for phone and for date. Trolley bus driver the same. Neighbors the same. So any man who saw her, she was really bright. She's a blondie with blue eyes, like tall, nice shaped. Yeah, very sporty and very smart lady. So you can talk with her any topic, starting from chemistry up to collider, android collider or something like that, philosophy, history, whatever you want. Yeah, so mom was a heartbreaker, but we are different by characters, we are different, by appearance, physically, and mentality also. Actually, we have a lot of differences. Yeah. Tom Juan, a woman like that will treat him like shit no matter. Uh, Probably, yeah, if she. But anyway, guys, I wouldn't prefer to judge some family, because as I said, every family has a skeleton in the wardrobe. We never will know the truth, the whole truth for 100%. And everybody, two partners, always, they have their own truth. So, mm, that's really difficult to judge, and to be on the somebody's side. So people who probably know them well and communicate with them constantly, so that will be easier for them. But let's ask that woman, or let's ask that man, how how long they are married. First of all, how many years? If it's 10 years, let's say 10 years. Did she treat him like a shit from the very beginning? If yes, then he's just an idiot because he let the woman treat him as a shit, and he is a victim for living with the abuser for all this long time period, right? So he is not a man, even we can say, if you let the woman treat you like a shit. So you are not a man. That's one story. If from the beginning everything was fine for some years and then something changed, so probably he started to behave like a shit. We don't know that, right? Probably he decided to drink every evening, to hang around, not to help in the house, around the house, become lazy, okay with, well, I say primitive example, like okay with $500 per month, let's say, which is definitely not enough for American family, right, to be provided. So we don't know. Probably she was kind for a long time and asking him, please find a better job, or at least try, at least, like, maybe she was supporting him. But when she finally understood he doesn't want or doesn't need, my husband, ex-husband, he didn't want to improve anything in his and in my life. He was kept telling me, I was born in shit and I will die in shit. So that's my life level. But I say that doesn't satisfy me, even if I was born in shit, if just imagine. So I want to get out of shit all my life. I want to improve in at least for one, for something. And definitely I want to give much better than for my kids than I had when I was child. So that's why I'm trying and trying and trying and keep trying and will be trying till my last breath. So there are some type of people who are satisfied with something. Oh, I have my beer every evening, I have my hamburger, or I can order pizza, I have my football or my soap opera in front of my couch, and that's it. And they don't want nothing more. They're dead inside. Mentally, they're dead. They are old, boring, not interesting. And how she should treat him as not as shit. But if he tried, but something is going wrong, and probably some obstacle, or he doesn't get support from his wife, that's also another story. So we actually, to judge, we need to have, at the table, all the background of their family, all the truth. But we never know, so we can't judge who is right, who is wrong there in that situation, right? So guys, we have around 7 minutes with you. Renee, Vita, you mentioned you are indifferent when it comes to romance. Is this typical for a Ukrainian woman? No, absolutely not typical. Don't look at me. I'm not typical Ukrainian woman in all ways. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, in some ways, yes, of course, because I'm still a woman and Ukrainian woman. But no, I'm not typical. Ukrainian women like romance, flowers, champagne, candles, all this. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sporty person, by character, by my energy. I like to rush. I like sneakers, I like my jeans, I like my t-shirts, and run. That's my romantic. That's my romance. But that doesn't mean that I don't like signs of attention. I don't like flowers. I don't like presents or good and nice words. That doesn't mean. Though I'm not so addicted, to that. So, yeah. So I'm not an example. Don't look at me in this way. Juan, Tom, I know you've seen me on video and read my comments from the past. I have always stated a man. What video, Juan? Where is the video? I also want to look that video, to watch that video, sorry. Always stated a man should be able to provide equal but preferably a better quality of life she's used to. Bravo, absolutely correct. We are not talking about millions. We are not talking about giving her kilograms of gold and bringing her every season to, around world trip. Absolutely. But we are talking about normal things. And of course, if lady move from Ukraine to a foreign country, of course, she will naturally expect better life conditions because she is really abandoning and leaving here a lot of things she used to. And it doesn't mean that she needs to be like, oh my God, thanks that you take me out of shit and now I will be your housekeeper, your cleaner, your cooker, your lover, everything just because you got me out of shit. That's also very important. But Juan, I absolutely agree. Yeah. Yannick, hello, good evening. Good evening. We are almost finishing for today. Renee, yes, cartilage fish do not have a backbone. This is probably what you ate. Not sure about what species. Chimera. They call it sea rabbit or chimera. The skin looks like a tiger with some spots like a tiger or leopard. Something like that. White fish from Atlantic. Devils. Advocate Vita. I'm not romantic, emotionally cold, clinical. Oh, if it's illogical, it's a dead subject. No. You mean about me or you mean about yourself? Yannick, exactly. I can just see it for me, that lady calling his wife while humping him. Absolutely. Yeah. Telling, don't worry, he's not looking at any woman and no woman is being interested in him. That's what I thought. That was my actually first thought. Yeah. And I was telling her about that too. So I said, be careful. Ukrainian girls can be tricky in this way, So, guys, yeah, I have to say goodbye. We gonna meet with you next Friday. Desirably, I guess everything will be fine. The schedule for electricity will be the same, 4 p.m. Ukrainian time and 9 a.m. Eastern time. Absolutely great. Thanks for everybody for such a cool communication, conversation, your comments. I love you all. I want to help you as much as I can, like to give you as much information, to share with you as much knowledge and experience. Maybe it will make your life easier or more exciting in the future, So also want to remind, guys, please don't forget, especially new guys, to subscribe, to give us your like, to hit the bell. Whoever has a desire to donate, to help us growing and developing, please do that no matter what amount. Every dollar is very important for us. And of course, we are very super grateful to all our constant donators, right? Donors, actually. So, guys, we are very thankful for that. Love you all. Wish you all nice, cool Sunday, okay? See you all on Friday. And for new guys, I will show some short video about our channel and all the rest. I wish you great day, okay? Thanks everybody for nice words, for nice communication, and for absolutely great time here. Okay, guys.
Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day for you. 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Now you have the opportunity to video chat free 7 days a week with different, beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest, burning questions about all things Ukraine, Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious Ukrainian women tick. Okay, so we will see you live every day over at ukrainedating.tv.